Aloha everyone, this is Michael from the new Hapa Kauai. We just finished up a 3-day fundraiser with an amazing organization. They're called the Keala Foundation, and it was such a great turnout. Everyone's had huge smiles, and we raised some good money for a great cause. I'm actually here with the founder of Keala. His name is Hoff, and a lot of people on the mainland don't know his story, and it's awesome. It's in a compelling story, and I'm here, stoked to be with you, Aaron.
Right on. Thanks for helping us with the fundraiser.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Every bit counts. Yeah.
Well, tell the people in the mainland, because a lot of people in Kauai know who you are, but people in the mainland, they don't know your story. How did you get this whole thing started?
Well, first off, I'm nobody special, but yeah, just growing up on the island, I basically, our island it's a small island, and there's one road, and it's just a very small island, and we do have a very, very big drug problem over here, drug and alcoholism, and environments affect us when we grow up. So the island being such a small island, it's like wherever you go, everybody is, and it's growing up like drinking, smoking weed, even like nowadays cocaine. It's so normalized that we see it growing up. All of our uncles, aunties, so it's automatic. That's what we're gonna basically follow our mentors, and that's our parents and the people. You go to the beach, all the great surfers that down here that rip. The majority of them are all drug dealers. They're smoking weed, and and we want to be like them. The guys fishing and diving, our uncles down by the beach, they're basically, a lot of them live in the pavilion. They're just and we don't know it, but we're down there at the beach all the time because the beach is one of is the biggest environment where
right.
Most kids get attracted to because of the surfing, fishing, diving, and that whole environment. And
so you experienced this firsthand growing up here, right?
Yeah, it's just like it's.
When did you start thinking about, hey man, we need to do something about this. We need to make a change.
Well, I got into it when I was about 9 years old, and then took off, got caught up in methamphetamine and all that. By the end of my drug career over here, I was smoking meth, doing pretty much everything. So yeah, I got sober and really young, and I couldn't hang out with my friends. So I would go to AA meetings, and I started hanging out with kids. Basically, I had anywhere from 10 years old to 16-year-olds, and I would take them around, run them around, take them surfing and all this, and then I watched them as they got older slowly get picked off by the environment. And the only reason back then when I was with the kids that I was always just trying to be positive with them and try to just say, hey, this is the new life. You don't want to go there. The problem was that I was running into, and why the kids were getting picked off was my environment wasn't consistent. I wasn't able to maintain because I had to work and do this. I was only able to have these kids in little chunks of time.
Yeah.
And it's just like with sports, they're here, they go to the football, and then there's the downtime. And there's, and I would just watch this system just go. And then over time, I've been working with families and kids and for 25 years, you know what I mean? So I know Kauai, I know what works in an environment like this in Hawaii, where it's a small island. I know what brings people back from addiction. I know what the type of environments they need to be in order to go back out into the island and be able to sustain and have long-term sobriety, and build a good life, and it all boils down to having an environment where there's people who are thriving in life that are moving forward.
So you got the Keala Foundation has got a presence all throughout the
We're
Kauai,
working
right?
on it right now. We're building it. We're moving pretty quickly. We have it in Keikaha. We have a gym in Poipu. We have a gym. We're working with our competitor. So this is a testament to our program. We can put it in our competitor's gym, and it's thriving over there, and it's only bettering their gym, and then we're building a gym out in Anahola, and then we're working on getting out in the North Shore. And we have other programs like a lifeguard program, a scuba program. I'm actually in the process of working on a canoe sailing program.
Oh, that's
So
sick.
yeah, and it's unreal. So the things, they all fall into place, and the programs that I do have existing, like the lifeguard program, it's my good friend Kalani Vera. He's sober, and he's like, he gets it. The scuba program is run by another person who's sober, and they get the environment that they've worked with them. So these programs are being implemented by people who I can trust, and I know will be there in a genuine way to actually put just give the kids the.
Well, I can tell firsthand,
yeah.
you've got an amazing team behind you.
Yeah.
Like, I became aware of the Keala Foundation because my older boys are into weightlifting, and we happened upon the South Shore Gym in Poipu, and literally they just welcomed us with open arms. Like, kids can work out free here. If you're in school, you're a teenager, you can work out these gyms for free. They actually sponsor this amazing ultimate trail run, and it's also free for kids. So you see this hat here? They actually back up what they say right here on his shirt and this hat. They just keep giving and giving. And when I saw that, kind of like, another experience was I was out bodyboarding at shipwrecks, and Billy was out with a bunch of kids from the foundation. They bust them out there, and the kids are in the water having so much fun. Like, they're enjoying being with each other, cheering each other on. It made actually surfing and small surf so much fun, because like I saw the joy again, like why we surf, for that joy. And Keala is all about doing outdoor stuff with these kids. I feel like we need to support them. Honestly, it's a tall order. How many kids you guys working with?
There's a lot.
Hundreds,
I get hundreds of kids. I can't, over the years. It's been. I always say Keala's been started 25 years ago, so we've worked with thousands of kids on the island that have, and I've watched generations be changed. I know a lot of the kids who I've worked with before. This was even like a professional nonprofit, you know what I mean? They have successful lives. I've watched them go down that road, but the education that was given to them through us made them come back quick. And they got their lives, and there's so many kids that are just like, because of the simple curriculum that we teach, that teaches them how to process trauma and all the things. This is the basic necessities that a person needs to be able to survive life. I've watched families get their kids back. I work with not only kids but parents and adults, and then I've watched kids get their dads back, and they're just because of what.
I mean, now more than ever.
The environment that we create is what gives people hope, and it gives people, it's just a healthy environment is key.
I feel like the kids, it's a safe environment for them. They're building these strong relationships with each other in a healthy way. And now more than ever with, in the mainland, our kids were, they had to deal with a lot of mental illness, a lot of stress of just not being able to go outside. The Keala Foundation does a lot of those things outside, and
we're actually molding this to that. This will be able to be, you can do this in the mainland too. We're getting to the place where we'll have the curriculum all finalized and the system and all that to where it's replicable anywhere in the world. And we've already done little test gyms here and there, and it just thrives when they're there. So we are, we're building a program that can be put in any low income place, rich place, wherever.
That's awesome.
And it'll be easy to follow.
Hey, so there's a lot of people in the mainland, like this is the first time they're hearing about this foundation. What can people do if they want to get involved and help donate to the Keala or just learn more about it?
Well, just go to the Keala Foundation website and check it out.
So I want to thank Aaron, or Hoffi, as all the locals know him by, for doing a quick interview with us and telling us a little bit about what Keala is all about. We want to do this fundraiser with Keala on an annual basis, so it's only like everything. It takes time to perpetuate and give back, and we look forward to working with you again each year, brother.
Thank you very much for all the support, because every little bit makes a massive difference,
Right on, guys. Awesome. Take care.